Alright, wow, live action. Look, you can barely see the screen. This is really blurry. Oh god, what am I doing? Alright, well, we're gonna watch the intro here. Alright, so, you might be wondering, why is there a man kissing a guy's hand? Alright, so, like, this is clearly Giorno's hand. Clearly. As you can tell from no evidence. But this is another man, you might be saying. Why is another man kissing Giorno's hand? This is just David Production. It's telling us that Giorno has the big gay. It's very subtle. I don't think anyone else has picked up on this. Giorno has the biggest gay. Clearly from this. So we've got JoJo. Ladybugs. Also, it shows how much Araki just loves ladybugs. He loves ladybugs. So he put it in like he don't want to make it too obvious that he loves them, so he put it in the second best part. The best part being part 4, but whatever. So I'm gonna turn this up a bit. It's too loud. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna have to go real slow to catch all of the detail here. Alright, speed, normal, 25, actually, 0.5, alright. No, it didn't mean auto. Actually, turn autoplay off, I guess. Alright, so we got Black Sabbath and the Pope, pointing at each other, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. There's Abakio, just basically telling you that he's coming for you. You go into his eyes, and then there's Mr. Arts and Crafts up here. Yeah. And then they punch each other, shooting him. More confirmation that Giorno's gay. The Mista scene being brought up in this. So, him being unzipped represents, if you look at the color palette, it represents how much he loves watermelons. As you can see from the final volume of the Purple Haze feedback, part 279, volume 79, I mean, yeah. So, you can see Bruno in the background, just with his pile of watermelons. And this is in reference to that, which I think is a really cool detail, because barely anyone has ever read that volume of the Purple Haze feedback series. I love that. Alright, let's keep going. This is also showing proof that Bruno is actually Kira's son. As you can see from him cutting off this woman's hand, Trish's hand. Yeah, or actually he's probably zipping it off, whatever. Yeah. And then he will probably zip Trish back into somewhere using his stand like Kira to get rid of the evidence, yeah. And then he screams because he sees a hand. He gets a raging boner. They just go up. So this is all the gang going into the boat. And I have no joke for this section. Fugo is a scaredy cat and is the worst member. So you can see him doing a pose here. Everyone's talking about Bruno's pose, whatever. But what about this guy's pose? He's looking at his hand. All right. You see that? You see that? So he's looking at his hand. The blue and the white, if I recall correctly, that is the hands, like the stand, the hand, whoosh, like that's his color palette too. This is a reference that Bruno is not only Kira's son, but also Okuyasu's. He actually came out of Okuyasu's egg, kind of like in that, kind of like Kakyoin. And then, just once again, proof of Giorno's terminal gay. So this one is actually a reference to part 8. No, actually part 6. Where they fought that stand that like changed gravity or whatever. I haven't actually read that part. But yeah, they fought a stand that changed gravity, I'm pretty sure. And he was actually in the background if you paid attention there. Because, as you can see, how the hell else is he gonna be floating? He's pointing at you, just saying that just like Little Bomber caused 9/11, he's gonna cause your death. He shoots off 3 shots, which is literally a reference to every scene that Mista's in. Here's Trisha Stan's first appearance. This is actually she's punching things. She's punching probably from the looks of it. If they're in a circle with Bruno, because Bruno's actually the true villain. Bruno is actually King Crimson, too. Requiem. This is actually a recreation. A lot of people think this is a recreation of one of the manga. Whatever. Oops, that's spoilers. One of the manga things, the cover. This is actually just them jumping out of a plane because they're committing suicide because part 5 isn't as good as part 4. So here we see a man who's looking into his hair and seeing visions of like a darker version of himself. Basically, this is just a schoolboy who's trying to become edgy. He has no significance to the series. You'll never see him again. He's just edgy. Yeah. As you can see here, this is a reference to, hold on. As you can see from the island flipping upside down and going dark or whatever, this is a reference to the stand that actually just makes you blind. Which, if you're unaware of the stand, because a lot of people don't notice the details that I'm pointing out, but whatever. The stand is actually called the blindness potion or whatever from Minecraft. That's its exact name. Yeah. So as you can see, this is just a reference to Fighting Gold, but oops, full screen. That's not what I wanted to do. Full screen. We're now on full screen. YouTube. All right. Yeah. So, and the bleeding tells us that this is probably the turtle. He's grown a human hand, and he's bleeding. That's exactly how it works. So, as you can see there was the blood dropping, and that just shows there's that was the he was just blinking, so that's why the thing showed up. A lot of people are talking about some kind of king or something, or I don't know. But here's here's a black guy. I don't know what he's doing. There's Emperor Crimson. Once again, people were talking about King Crimson back there, but this is only Emperor Crimson as far as I know. I don't know. Yeah. He throws a punch. Probably trying to get some more donuts. You see Muda. The arrow starts flying for no reason. That shows just how crazy this part is, because Rocky forgets everything, and he forgets that arrows don't fly. Especially since it was like broken. So Giorno is like, "Hey, Rocky, arrows don't fly," so he catches it. And Going Experience is like, "Yeah, Rocky, what do you think you're doing? Arrows don't fly." So they say a heck word. That's not good. I'm gonna have to. I don't have technology to beep that out. Alright, there. That was good enough censor. So, and then since everyone else died in the part, in the, where is it? In the suicide attempt, it's right here, except for Giorno, wherever he is. Yeah, he kills himself right here. But then he stabs something else, and it gains a stand, and he's like, oh boy, oh no. So this is actually a reference to that, like, one part in like Bloody Stream or whatever, where like all the hands were grabbing the Asia Stone. And this is the red part is the Asia Stone or whatever, and it's hinting that the thing that Giorno stabs is the Asia Stone, and then the end of the volume, as we all know, is just cars crashing down onto Giorno, killing him, teaming up with King Crimson, killing everyone, and Araki realized, oh wait, everyone's dead, so he moved on to the Steel Ball Run universe. Sorry, I didn't say any spoiler warning. I'm sorry if you were just spoiled about JoJo right there. So here's just Araki once again forgetting, and this time he forgets the art style like 9 times. And then he draws, like, yeah, I'm not experiencing interruptions, YouTube. And then here's just clouds with, like, the jet streams from, like, the back of jets or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Hinting about how the next part is about someone who tries to crash one of those jets because they're obviously polluting the air. R/ like, conspiracy theories or whatever, yeah. Is that a thing? I made that up. Is that an actual thing? Yeah, so, like, they're polluting the air and poisoning us and, yeah, stuff. So, and finally, and then it's a hint at the next part, which is about and after she crashes the plane, she goes to jail, and that's part 6. And everyone dies because of King Crimson and cars. Yeah. And everyone dies. Yeah, everyone dies. Well, bye-bye. Just look at the best character. Right there, right there, laughing for the end of this video. Bye. Hope you didn't enjoy